Play some cat. I'll hopefully wait for that.
Alright, you guys know the deal. Give it a minute. You know what? I don't know if I have enough soft sleeves in front of me. Let me grab a pack and then we'll start. Alright, there's a couple of watchers. I expect you guys to at least tell me who you are. Okay, tonight we have, which is most likely going to be our last, at least for now, case of Star Trek Inflections. This is number 6. Break is sponsored by Blowout. Hopefully we'll go out on a good case, which, I mean, really, even our worst case wasn't that bad. But I don't think anything's going to come close to the last case that we had. Turn this down and turn this in. That should work. So now, if I haven't missed anything, there's only 2 things left out of this product that we have not pulled. One being the Con dual booklet, and the other being one of the original art sketches for the finest portraits. Come on now, 4 watchers. Let's get some chatter going. Okay, start. White parallel. Finest portrait of Kess. And Gates McFadden, Bridge Crew. Come on now, nobody. Got a phaser cut of Uhura. And Thomas Dekker. Gotta take bets on which ones we get our doubles of. Sticker of Dr. Bashir. Silver signature, Colm Meaney. Yeah. Come on. How are you tonight, Jenna? Doesn't want to focus. You know, it throws you off. The trick is always you got to start far back, and then it'll focus. I hope you did halfway decent in the random. I didn't look to see how everybody did in it. You know what? I wanted to ask you. So, oh, that's good. So, where in South Jersey do you live?
Yeah.
Okay. I work in Winona, so I'm not too far from there. One of the expressions of Dr. Bashir. And Nana Visitor. Hey, Clear Blue. Goes there. Got our duos, number 7. Oops. Saru and Lorca. Momo Yashima. And one of the villain laser cuts, General Chang. And Next Generation, Jonathan Frakes. Well, that's the last card to pull. Come on. Because in the last break we got the see, in our very first break we got the Kirk, the Shatner Brooks, and then in the last break we got the Takei Whitney, and there's only the 3 duels. But as we learned the hard way, they're pretty hard to pull. Because in 5 cases, I only pulled the 2. Expressions, Rand. And Armin Shimmerman. I've seen a fair amount of the original artifacts for the portraits. No, we haven't pulled one of those. All right, sticker of Odo and Michael Schneider. Yeah, I'm not sure if that would drop to number 6, the relic. I think it might be just out of your range. Finest portraits of Chief O'Brien. Silver signature, Kate Mulgrew. I mean, you figure, you know, they'll be trying to think like the top picks. You know, you'll have the relic. If there's a booklet, that'll go. We should have, you know, one or two. Hey, Mike, have one or two of the bigger autographs. Should go. Whoa. So, it's possible. Not likely, but possible. For some reason, I feel like I didn't feel a heavy pack, but could be wrong. That's why. Got a stamp. Number 4, 116 of 125. Robert Picardo. And the number 10 here, Spock, Kirk, duos, Ethan Phillips in the classic movie version. I always, something in here is in a soft sleeve and it got sealed in with the pack. Alright, so we got to take this out. See the this was a phaser cut of Dax. So card is undamaged. And Wallace Shawn. And not focusing as usual. We haven't really hit anything big yet. We're due for something. Maybe a sketch by now. One of our relics. Actually, yeah, there's something thick in one of those packs, if not two. So I think we might have a relic in this box. Alright, our mirror is Burnham and Georgiou. I don't know. I never watched Discovery. Number 8. And John Billingsley. Alright, let's see. Both of these. Let's try this one first. Okay. So this one was just a metal card. So, portraits of Geordie LaForge. And here's a better autograph, Jason Alexander. Let's see what we got in this pack. Like I said, feels thicker. Oh, just another metal card. How do you like that? Expressions, Dax. Turn this into just a hair more. Branscombe Richmond. Getting all the low ones out of the way. Guess that means for a more exciting break at the end. I'll say it again, that one feels really thick. But I said that last time and it didn't seem to work. Alright, we got Tuvok, card 71. Yellow printing plate. Unfortunately, the yellows are the worst printing plate to get. And Grace Lee Whitney. I wonder if she signed any that didn't say "with love." Yeah, it seems like you're pretty much guaranteed to get. Which one was it again? I think it was this one. Is the non what I think card. We got our first duplicate autograph already. Branscombe Richmond. And Expressions, Kira. Alright, let's see if I was right this time. Yeah, something here. Got a sketch and our first autograph relic. Nana Visitor. And not signed on the back. Roy Cover. And It just says Star Trek sketch effects, but that is beyond. Did that focus? Oh, there it goes. All right. And we get 3 sketches in a case on average, I believe. Oh, it wouldn't surprise me. Let's see, Dr. Bashir, phaser cut. I think the thing that surprises me is that they had this many Charles Hall sketches that they hadn't made out into product. Connor Trenier. Alright, sticker of Picard and classic movie version of Walter Koenig. And the other Dax expressions. Chase Masterson. Deep Space Nine. Well, let's hope for something a little different. I mean, I don't mind getting a Charles Hall, believe me. Phaser cut of McCoy and classic movie Gates McFadden. The big dogs sure are hiding. Tim Russ. And Adam and Becca Cleveland. Sticker of Wesley Crusher. Mark Allen Shepard. Probably not going to be the only one of that. I'm not sure if you guys that are watching had heard me when I was in the break last night, or I posted it on Blowout, or I'm not sure. I don't think I posted it on Facebook, but I submitted 2 breaks. One was for another case of the TriStar Entertainment, a villain cut of V'ger. And I also submitted a break for 2019 Star Wars Stellar, Momo Yashima #2. I haven't had a chance yet, but I will send out an email to whoever's in the email list. Hopefully tonight. All right. Picard and Riker mirror. And Brent Spiner. Did it? Okay, I don't remember seeing anything on it. Usually, unless it just came up, usually I get an email when it goes. Now you're making me check. No, not yet. Yeah, the masterwork. It was weird. I posted. I'll have to go back through that because a lot of people dropped because that thing had been going on forever. But I had posted that I wasn't going to close the break, but I was just going to kind of let it die. And then people start taking spots again. Expressions from Scotty. And Cole Meany #2. So I guess I got to update that break and see if it's worth trying to finish off. Oh, whoa, almost stabbed myself. This is box 10, so once we finish this box, this will be the halfway point. I will be honest with you. This half right now is by far the worst case of this that we have opened. So it can only go up from here. Let's see. All 3 of these feel thick. And let's see. I think these 2 have metal cards in them. Tucker, Expressions. And Laura Banks. Tell you what, though, I mean, the last time I checked, Star Trek Beyond, they bumped it up to 700 for a case. So, I mean, it's not even at 600. I'm so not a fan of the women specific releases. Portraits of Cisco. Unless I'm missing something with women of Star Trek. Gates McFadden. This is our third one, but they're all different. So at least that's not too bad. But with women of Star Trek, unless you get the archive box, I don't see the value. I do have to put in though, even though like I just said that I don't like, but I had a couple people ask me about doing the Women of Star Wars that comes out. I think it comes out the end of March. All right, we have Terry Farrell. And here is our Captain's Relic. And 103 of 200. I don't know if the price would be there, but honestly, I would probably do that DS9 archive box that's been sitting on the website forever. You know, I think it's a little bit expensive, but not brutal. Well, right now, that's by far the #1 pick. I mean, I'm sure it'll change, but things are going slow. Stamp 2, which is Captain Picard. See, like right here. Here's Sarah Lofton. I mean, that is easily the #1 pick right now. Yeah, I'm thinking the cases kind of would run in, I don't want to say like in order, but you would seem to get you would seem to get the same stuff in the same cases. Tamara Lee Krinsky. And Charles Hall. So that's 3 sketches. That might be it, or there might be one more. Phaser cut of Kim. And Brent Spiner #2. This is the Next Generation version. The thing that I was always curious about, though, with the sketches and such is for the reward site, they've had, I mean, since as long as I can remember, there's a couple of sketches that you can get with your points, and 2 of them, I believe, are by Warren Martinek, who does really good work. But I mean, they've been on the site. I mean, unless there's more than one, he did a couple of sketches of this because it says the name of the character. I've always been half tempted. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll submit my points and get that sketch just to see what it's like. All right, we got Kira Cisco in the duos. Mark Allen Shepard #2. Expressions, Cisco. And Ethan Phillips, Bridge Crew version. Scotty sticker. This is a little bit of a turnaround. Whoopee. Excuse me 1 second, I just gotta take a quick drink. Well, I mean, think about it. How much was Jake Sisko on the bridge? Or Dr. Phlox? I think they're kind of generalizing when they say the bridge crew. It's the design, but it's main cast. All right, let's take some bets. 7 boxes left. 8 technically, since we'll count this one that I'm opening right now. That goes there. Here's a portrait of Guinan. Where did portraits go? Oh, right here. And now these are 86 of 150. Malcolm McDowell. All right. There should be one more relic card. So let's take guesses on who that's going to be. And there should be 1 or 2 more big. Let's see, I'm going to go with Zoe. And Carl Urban for our last relic. I can't imagine we'd get another Blaylock. Sticker of Yar. And Sarah Lofton number 2. Yeah, the Linda, I tell you what, that Linda Park one is really rare. I think that's the second most rare one. Expressions Troy. And Ralph Brannon. I'll say number 1 just because we'll probably get number 2 before the end. I know when we did get that Linda Park, that one threw me off because her relic is thick, that card. Might have even seen a variation on that, on the fabric. Kang. Jeez, Kong. And Bridge Crew, Jonathan Frakes. Tuvok Expressions. Nicholas Meyer. Sticker of 7 of 9. And Michael Dorn. I wouldn't mind a LeVar Burton autograph. I'm trying to think if we got 1 or 2. I know we definitely got 1. Phaser cut of Dr. Crusher. Okay, George Takei. Sticker of Kim. Thomas Decker number 2. I haven't been keeping track of all the doubles. We got to be running out of them. I mean, I think you average what? I think we were averaging like somewhere between 6 and 8. Expressions of Wesley Crusher. And somebody help me out here. Andrew Robinson. That's not the scarce, right? Who's the scarce in the Deep Space Nine? That sounds better, yeah. Wayun villain. Julie Morgan. I think these are both metal cards. Not sure. And we got Dr. Crusher. Well, I think this will help it out a little bit. There it goes. And you know what I like here? Another one where it is completely on the card. I've seen too many where his signature goes off the card. And that's a different version. Yep. That definitely is gonna drop that captain's relic down one more spot for you, Jenna. Here's the portraits of Worf. Colmini bridge crew version. But that's definitely going to put a damper on my my bet of a Zoe autograph. Oh, you know what? We haven't gotten our Chang autograph yet. Our plumber. I mean, geez, I feel like we've gotten two in every case. To Paul and Archer in the duos. Laura Banks #2. Guess we're not done with the doubles. Felt a little thick there to me. All right, we got Kira Sticker, and I don't think this is going to beat out your relic, but here's Jerry Ryan. That goes. But in any regular case, that's, you know, definitely a top 15, we'll say. Finish my soft sleeves. I am almost out of supplies on a couple different sizes of top loaders and soft sleeves. I keep procrastinating. I gotta place an order. No, I think this is a metal card. For a second I thought it was another relic, but it feels a little too heavy. And who do we get here? Lieutenant Reed in the Expressions. And silver signature of Anthony Montgomery. we should be due for one more relic. Maybe one more printing plate. Stuff pack. There we go. Let's go right to this one. It's got a metal card in it. Yeah. Expressions, Dr. Phlox. You know, I'm not a fan of the expressions cards, but I mean, they have a really nice finish to them. And Walter Koenig. All right, decent. You know, and this is worst case for you when I say this, Jenna, is that relic I doubt is going to make it to number 6, but you know, to have your pick of Takei and Koenig and the Jason Alexander might still be there. You know, the only thing is you could get lucky and somebody ahead of you is strictly an autograph collector. Number 1 and Captain Pike in the duos and Tamara Lee Krinsky number 2. All right, that's got to be it for doubles. I mean, I feel like we're getting a lot of doubles. When we do our recap at the end, we'll check for sure. And Admiral Marcus. And there it is, Christopher Plummer. You definitely got in at the right time with this because this was the cheapest that this case has ever been. And I mean, your spot's high, so you don't have to worry about it, but we, you know, even snaked a few more spots, so that was always a good thing. I think our relic is there. Felt thick to me. Sticker of Dax number 2, I like to call her, and Michael Dorn Bridge. I'm trying. Nah, they're both metal cards. At least I think they are. This has definitely got a metal card in it.
All right, see.
Portraits of Kira. Sharon Thomas. Oof. Now I can even say it's in packs, not even boxes. 4 packs to go. Expressions. Lieutenant Paris. And Deep Space Nine, Dr. Bashir, Alexander Siddiq. Excuse me. Last box. I mean, the Cumberbatch is very nice to pull, but you know, this is definitely not one of our better cases. Especially if we don't get a third relic.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't get a booklet, I'll guarantee you that. Because that would be super thick. Oh, this is bad. That was bad. Here's a Con villain cut. Sarah Lofton number 3. That hurt. I don't think there's a relic in here. Nope. Expressions Sulu. Whew. Patrick Stewart. That helped a lot. Alright, so I'm not expecting much out of this last pack. Probably a sticker, it's thin, yeah. And Rand. Next Generation. I don't know if this one is one of the scarce ones or not. David Warner. I know the Deep Space Nine one is. I'm not sure if the Next Generation version is. Okay, that'll do it. I mean, it was okay. That Picard helped out. So we only got one printing plate. It was a yellow of Tuvok. Nothing special there. We got the Captain's Relic. Also, the Nana Visitor and Malcolm McDowell. I was kind of surprised we only got 2 of the autographed relics. Christopher Plummer autograph. We got Jason Alexander, which is a decent one. And the Deep Space Nines, Andrew Robinson, 2 Mark Allen Shepherds, Chase Masterson, and Wallace Shawn. Benedict Cumberbatch. In the Next Generation versions, David Warner. I'll have to check and see if that's the scarce version as well. I don't remember. I think, if I remember correctly from a previous break, the ones where he's an alien are both scarce, but the one where it's him in the classic movie version is not. Michael Dorn, Brent Spiner, Gates McFadden, Jonathan Frakes. So we did good in that versions. We didn't get that Beth Toussaint we seem to get every single time, so I'm happy about that at least. Anthony Montgomery, Cole Meany twice, and Kate Mulgrew in the silvers. Yeah, Cumberbatch is easily the number 1 pick. After that, I would assume Stewart is 2. Whoopi is probably 3, or the Relic would be 3. But I could see those interchanging at 3 and 4. And then after that, there's a decent amount of guys like Takei and Koenig, Jerry Ryan, all those ones for the next few picks down. There's 3 Cyric Loftons in here. We got to find them. Michael Dorn, Walter Koenig, Jerry Ryan, Cole Meany, George Takei, Jonathan Frakes. Lofton number 2, Ethan Phillips. There's Lofton number 3, Terry Farrell, Brent Spiner, Tim Russ, Connor Trenier, Grace Lee Whitney, John Billingsley, Robert Picardo, Armin Shimmerman, Nana Visitor, Gates McFadden. And then in the classic movie, this is where we're gonna sort out and see what we got double wise. I know we only got 1 Sharon Thomas. We got 1 Julie Morgan, 2 Thomas Deckers, Nicholas Meyer. We only got 1 Ralph Brandon. There's 2 Tamara Lee Krinskys, 2 Laura Banks, 2 Thomas Deckers, Gates McFadden, Walter Koenig, 2 Branscombe Richmonds, Ethan Phillips, not in character, Michael Schneider. So we got 2 Branscombe Richmonds, 2 Tamara Lee Krinskys, 2 Thomas Deckers, 2 Laura Banks, 2 Momo Yashimas. Maybe we're about even up on the doubles. And to round it off, Whoopi and Patrick Stewart. Our sketches were Charles Hall, Adam and Becca Cleveland, and Roy Cover. Okay, that'll do it. I'll get the scans up as quickly as I can, and I'll make the spreadsheet. So whoever had number 1, you're free to start picking based off of the video here. I will link it up. YouTube takes forever anymore to publish the videos once you're done streaming them. I'm not sure why the delay. Used to be almost instant. Now it'd be a good 20 minutes. So like I said earlier, I submitted breaks for another case of the TriStar Entertainment as well as 2019 Stellar. It's a little bit more expensive than the 2018s, $120 instead of $110. But I think that's still a good price for that, for what you have the ability to get out of there. 2019 Twin Peaks Archive. Come on now. I'm not sure. We never can seem to get these last couple of spots filled on that one. And Star Wars Masterworks, I had kind of put that one out the pasture, but a bunch of people have been posting in it recently, so I'll have to take a look and see if we get that one going again. Join the Facebook group, iFish73 Non-Sport Group Breaks. We just finished our 3rd break of Rick and Morty Season 3, the premium stuff straight from crypto. We will be doing another break of Walking Dead Season 4 Part 2. I'll probably, maybe like by next weekend, I'll get that break running on there. It's going to be super cheap. Might not even be $20 a spot, because I got the case when it was on sale a week or 2 ago now, whatever it was. And I guess that's about it. If there's anything you want to have me break, you can message me on here, message me on Facebook, message me on Blowout Cards. And that ought to do it. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you on the next break.